Call of Duty 2 succeeds by expanding the success of COD 1 very well. Released in 2005, 2 years after the first, it was promoted as a launch title for the Xbox 360. Like the first game, you are a soldier during the Second World War fighting the Nazi forces, so the premise is pretty much the same, although this time you have new, better maps to explore and fight the Germans. The gameplay is more or less the same as the first time around. You still use guns, of course, and you can perform melee attacks, although they don't guarantee the enemy being defeated. There is also the addition of smoke grenades to make battles more easier. Plus there is the introduction of the regeneration system. No, not that type of regeneration from Doctor Who. Although it is technically less realistic, I think the innovation of this new gameplay mechanic is better because it's quite a pain looking for health packs all the time in the first game. Alternatively, they could have just scattered more health packs across the maps. In terms of the weaponry, they are relatively the same, seeing as the game is set in the same period. Like COD 1, there is an American, British and Russian campaign, but this time around, instead of campaigns following on from each other, they all interconnect in some way. In COD 1 you ended with the Russians, whereas this time you start as a Russian, and I quite like that idea, as it doesn't make the game somewhat just a lazy repeat of the first. Overall, Call of Duty 2 is a vast improvement over Call of Duty 1, and really set the tone for future titles in this franchise. The levels are much better, the environments look even more lifelike, along with the characters. After 9 years, the graphics still look pretty great and a lot better than its predecessor. If you wanted, you could always start playing the Call of Duty games with this instead of the first, because it's not like you need to play the first one before the second one. Because it's not just a sequel, but an expansion of the first game, and I think that it is executed perfectly.